Chapter 6 Caste. Bandit leader is a strong and fierce looking man. He has a gruff voice and carries a dagger. Bandit 1. Bandit 2 and other bandits are fierce men. They carry knives and cudgels. Hyun Sang, Buddhist monk from China, is a pilgrim in India. He has a monk's shaven head, a calm look, and a gentle voice. He wears a foreign robe. Scene 1. Forest morning. A gang of bandits is plotting a robbery. Bandit 1. There's a man coming this way. Bandit leader. Good. Everyone hide. The bandits all hide behind the trees. Soon Hyun Sang enters leading his horse by the reins. Hyun Sang, chanting, Om Mani Padme Hum. Hail to the jewel in the lotus. Om Mani Padme Hum. Suddenly Bandit leader and Bandit 1 enter from behind a tree and block Hyun Sang's path. Bandit leader points a dagger at the monk. Bandit leader, stop! Hyun Sang looks calmly at the bandits. Hyun Sang, hail to the jewel in the lotus. The bandits look at each other puzzled. Bandit 1, whispering loudly. It must be some grand title in his language. Perhaps he thinks you are a king. Hyun Sang, good day, my friends. Bandit leader, tell me, who are you and where are you going? Hyun Sang, my name is Hyun Sang. I am a Buddhist pilgrim from a far-off country. I've come to the land of the Buddha in search of holy scriptures. Bandit leader, curiously, aren't you afraid of me? Do you know who I am? Hyun Sang, why should I be afraid? You're a person like me. Bandit leader, laughing, oh no, not like you. Not like you at all. You are a monk and I'm a robber. In fact, I'm the robber king of this forest. The bandit leader whistles and all his gang come out from their places and surround Hyun Sang. Bandit 2 walks up to the horse and begins searching Hyun Sang's bag on the horse. Bandit leader, you see, these are my men. They will kill you if I say a word. Do you say that I'm a person like you? Hyun Sang, you're right. I'm only a poor man from China. Like you, I'm seeking riches, but the riches I seek are the holy scriptures. You seek riches too, but you do not know that true riches are all around you, for you live in the land of the Buddha. You walk on the land that the Buddha walked. Bandit 2, there's nothing here, just a bottle of water, beads and writing material. There isn't any food. Shall I kill him? Bandit leader, no, this person interests me strangely. Hyun Sang, you could take my horse. It may be worth something to you, but it will slow me down in my journey if you take it. Bandit leader, yes, I could take it, but I won't. Tonight you will be the guest of the robber king. Eat and drink with us. I want to hear the story of your travels. Tomorrow you can be on your way again. Scene 2. Forest night. An owl hoots from the treetop. Bandit leader and Bandit 2 are sitting by a wood fire and talking. Bandit 2. He's sleeping like a baby. Shouldn't we kill him now? Bandit leader. I've had enough of killings. The Buddhist monk is really like a baby in many ways. He trusts us. We can't murder someone like that. Bandit 2. Well, I was only thinking of his horse, and the foreign robe he's wearing is a very nice warm one. Bandit leader. No, we should not kill him. But I have a better idea. We'll have some fun with him. You know, that cave by the star apple tree? Bandit 2. You mean the smelly caves that the jackals use? Bandit leader. That's the one, laughing. He seems to think that every bit of this land is holy. just because the Buddha lived here once upon a time. So we'll take him there and tell him a story. Scene 3. A large cave. The bandits and Hyun Sang are inside the large cave. Hyun Sang looks about him in wonder. A few of the bandits are holding their noses in disgust as they smell. Bandit leader. This is the famous Buddhist cave I was telling you about. Can't you feel the Buddha's holy presence? Hyun Sang. Excited. Yes, I can. Bandit leader. Winking at his gang. They say that even today, so many years after the Buddha's death, his shadow appears on the cave wall from time to time. Hyun Sang. How kind of you to bring me to this wonderful cave. Oh, if I could be lucky enough to see the shadow of the enlightened one. Bless you for bringing me here. I'll sit down and pray in the holy atmosphere. Hyun Sang sits cross-legged on the floor and begins to recite. The bandits move away a little and smile at each other. Soon they stop holding their noses and look around them in surprise. Hyun Sang. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I take refuge in the Buddha. Bandit 1. Puzzled. What? What is that sweet smell? Bandit leader, whispering. Hush, let's all sit down. The bandits sit down behind Hyun Sang. Hyun Sang. Oh Buddha, do not look at my sins, for they are many. Look instead at my great need of you, of your mercy and your wisdom. To the astonishment of the bandits, a large dark shadow of the seated Buddha spreads across the cave wall. Hyun Sang bows to the shadow. After a movement, all the bandits also bow down in respect. They consider the shadow to be the sign of Buddha. In the background can be heard, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I take refuge in the Buddha. Scene 4. The cave. The shadow has gone. Hyun Sang stands smiling and is ready to leave. The bandits all stand with bowed heads and folded hands. Bandit leader. Great saint from China, please forgive us. We are truly sorry. From this day on, we'll give up robbery and murder and live in the way you've taught us, doing good to others. Please bless us before you leave. Hyun Sang. May Buddha bless you all and guide you. Just as you showed me this cave, I hope you'll bring other pilgrims to it too. Bandit leader. We will. From now on, we shall keep this place under our protection and guide pilgrims to it. But when you've found the holy scriptures and are returning to China, please stop here one more time and share the Buddha's teachings with us. Hyun Sang. It'll be a joy to meet you again, my brothers. Hyun Sang bows to the bandits, who raise their joined palms and bow to him. Chapter 7. It was the